Jaret Goes to the Movies is a free podcast made possible by Rich's lack of a social life, as well as our amazing supporters. For as little as $1 a month, you can access tons of extra content each week. Visit JaretGoesToTheMovies.com and click Support Us. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Reddick. And this is a podcast. Jaret Goes to the Movies. Hopefully you have seen or heard one of my many musical endeavors. And if you have, then you know how much I love movies. This is movie commentary with no movie knowledge. This podcast is me and my friend Rich talking about movies that we like. But my name's on it because I'm famous. This is Jaret Goes to the Movies. Still. Okay, we're starting now.
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, come on, Yay!
Give me some sugar, girl.
One more candle and the smoke alarm would have gone.
Oh.
Big 5-0. You know what? Your beard's getting gray. Kind of makes you look old. But I mean, that's all right, though, because I still love you. High five.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jaret. Okay. Well, here's the thing. In an insane night of just problems with audio and things like that, we're finally up and running. We were going to start early tonight, try to get out of here early. And here's the thing. I don't normally start out. It's so loud. I don't normally. Here, I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to manually do it. Sean, you don't do anything. I got this. It's better. I don't normally comment on the first clip because I'm not supposed to. We're supposed to get into the show. But can we not talk about a 50-year-old man with his entire family in there while he's taking a bath?
That was very light bubble.
Yeah,
Very light bubble.
I thought exactly the same thing. I thought, maybe they started out with more bubble. But I mean, and the 17-year-old's like kissing him,
Like way up over him too.
It's a lot. It's a lot to handle.
It was the first thing I thought of. I was like, that is creepy as shit.
It was even back then. In the 80s, you weren't supposed to bathe with your children coming in. There's just
then.
I think there's like an age where that shouldn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, after the 70s, it shouldn't happen ever again.
After people are 70, you shouldn't bathe with them
No,
anymore?
after 1970.
Oh, okay, I got it now. My name's Jaret. This is a podcast. We like to call it Jaret Goes to the Movies, and here's why. Because we have a shitload of merch for sale with that on it. And we'd like to sell it to you. Go to JaretGoesToTheMovies.com to partake in that. It's been a crazy, crazy week. With me, as always, is Rich.
Hello.
Last week, me and Rich had a business meeting. And we had the fucking best time maybe ever. It
was a good time.
We both laughed till we cried like multiple times. Yeah. And a lot of it was just reminiscing about this show.
Yeah.
And talking about some of the changes that we're going to make with the show on the
That's true.
On the Patreon. We're going to relaunch the Patreon thing finally. It's kind of one of those things where it's, it's the support of the show, but it's out there already and we're always working on the show itself. We forget to make it grow with the show,
I personally got a little inspired from that meeting.
Yeah, I did too. I could tell you did. Yeah. I don't usually introduce him before my wife, but as you heard, Kiddie Corner Will is here, and he's feeling a lot better.
Feeling a lot better.
He came in today with a smile on his face. I feel like Grumpy Will may have just taken a fucking vacation.
Did he lap Casey? Is that what?
No. I'm going to get to her. She just, she was on her phone, and Will had already started talking. You know? And she's on her phone for a reason. A, she chats and stays busy so she doesn't take over the whole show.
Oh.
That's what she says.
She's doing research and communicating with the community.
Right.
Got it.
Exactly. That's what she does. So my wife, Casey, is here.
Hello.
And, man, we had a big
I'm
weekend.
here.
Big football weekend this weekend. Steelers lost. It was brutal. I didn't like that very much. You know, wasn't my favorite thing to have
I saw
happen.
some meme about it, and I was gonna post it to you, and then I decided you're probably really hurt right now, so I didn't do it.
So I know you're being a little bit facetious, but I really was sort of emotionally hurt by the whole thing.
No, I wasn't facetious at all. I figured you were really hurt.
It's it was 18 weeks of thinking this is we're gonna fucking do it again, you know, and then it's just over so fast, so quickly. It's so hard to explain what sports love is like. It's so ridiculous. I mean, I love the fact that these grown ass men go out and play a children's game. You know, but I fucking love it. I can't help it. I just love I like all sports really, but you know, except cricket.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't like
not all sports.
Cricket.
Cricket can go way too long.
Cricket can, that thing can go 4 days.
Yeah.
You know, during cricket they take breaks to have tea. Yeah, that's a real thing.
Do they buy low, sell high in football too? So, should I be a Browns fan now?
No.
Oh.
No, the Browns haven't had a winning season in a very, very, very long time. They're fucking terrible. I mean, it does work like that if the team has money.
They need better looking helmets.
So the Browns,
yeah, you need pretty helmets to win.
So they are keeping it retro because their team left in the middle of the night, and so they basically now they hold everything really super retro. They're big time fans there, man. They don't fuck around. Yeah, I can't believe you're having this conversation with me. I really feel like
I'm trying.
I know. I feel like that's where the show has gotten. Now you'll literally just engage my sports conversation because it's fucking good for the show.
Is it? Okay.
Poor Jaret. There's literally no sports people in the room.
No, I get that.
I mean, I can't speak for Silent Sean, but
yeah, I get that.
Neither
he's a
can
sports
he.
fan.
He nods.
Yeah.
Now, if you listen to our episode with Not Your Girlfriend's Princess, not the Prince of Tides, Princess Bride. Got it. There was a bit where I started talking about a song that I had done. And what I had done was we had all just seen Star Wars, the new one. Return of the Jason and Freddy. And so the last Freddy Krueger, the Jedi mind Jason?
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. And we had just watched that, and Rich had come out of that not really liking the whole thing. And so I had, for some reason, when I walked out of that movie and you were already talking shit about it, for some reason, I had this song in my head.
Did you see it after I saw it?
I saw it the same day you saw it.
Oh, okay.
So by the time we were walking out and stuff, you were already fucking
Gotcha.
Throwing your hands up and shit.
Yeah, we saw it that morning early.
Right. Anyway, so did I mention that Silent Sean 316 is here?
No.
Yeah, Silent Sean 316. But here's the thing. I can introduce him anytime because he's not going to fucking say anything.
That's true.
So anyway, I wrote this little song, and what happened was I just thought it'd be super easy, and like everything that I do, I decide I'm going to do it 20 minutes before the first person's going to get here, right? Mm-hmm. And Sean actually showed up early, and I was still working on it, but I wanted it to be a surprise. So when I did this song, I wanted to go and find a karaoke version of it.
Right.
And of the real song, and then do my parody over that, and that's worked in the past. Mm-hmm. You know, it worked great with Riches on Tinder.
Because I thought you had to do the YouTube to MP3 thing.
No, I just run a line from my laptop into the thing.
Is that why it had pops? Because you ran a line?
Well, no, I run lines for probably, yeah. I mean, if we're being fucking honest.
Just do the YouTube to MP3 thing.
I'll do that next time.
All right.
But, so maybe that's what was wrong with it. So Rich, during our meeting, he said, you know what, I'll make you a lyric video for that. Just send me, and I go, will you redo the guitar? Because we both know I won't sit down and fucking do that.
I have a story about this when you're done.
Now, I was pissed because you cut it out of the show. Because
Right.
I'm just like, don't cut my bits.
Right.
And then I said something really mean. I said, nobody wants to hear your bits. And that was not fair.
I don't really have bits.
Now, you got to admit, the fucking Richard Skell during this particular episode was
That's
amazing.
Right.
Boy, did I have to eat my words on that. Your bit was probably like one of the best parts of the show. I mean, I didn't listen to it, but I'm sure it was great.
Right.
So I do apologize for saying that. But, I don't know. But I think I have a little thing in my... It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Oh, the apology?
Yeah, the apology.
Oh, well, I thought what I said was...
No, you're fine.
All right, so you have a story about that. So here's so you did it, and it's a surprise.
We had a little kerfuffle last episode where you're like, I'll do it. And I was like, no, just send it to me and I'll do it.
Yeah, and I go, I don't fucking need you.
And I'm like, you're not going to have time. Yeah, and you're like, okay, we went back and forth on that. Well, you sent me the files last night, right? I think it was yesterday at some point.
Yeah.
And so today, when I get home from work, I'm like, oh, I might have time to get that done before the show. I hadn't planned on doing it because it was, all the shuffling around with everyone sick. And
we've had a crazy week of scheduling. Yes.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Saturday, and then
Friday, then Saturday because Scott was going to be here. Yeah, then moved to Monday, and now here we are Tuesday.
So I was like, oh man, I don't know if I have time to get this done. And so I started making the thing you're about to play.
Yeah.
About halfway through, I realized, holy shit, I've already done this. I did this with the old version, your version, and then I was gonna slipstream in the thing, and I had this whole very elaborate pictures and like my other clips that I've done with I couldn't find it. I could not find it.
Oh no!
I know, I'm so pissed. I might be able to find it later and still use it, but it was hilarious, and I was doing all the play on words and stuff with what you were saying and with different pictures. Anyway, I'm halfway through with this, and I didn't know you redid the guitar.
No, I didn't.
You didn't do. There was no pops on it.
Oh, you know what I bet it was? That fucking I don't know.
There were no pops on it. It sounded fine. But I didn't realize there were no pops on it until I was halfway done
doing the guitar.
Redoing the guitar. So I just now it's got 3 guitars on it instead of 1.
I just figured out what it is. No, and I feel really bad about this. I added like a little mastering plug-in.
Oh,
and I was in a hurry. Sean got here or whatever, and I was and it was clipping.
That's what it is.
And that's what it was.
Yeah.
So
yes, because it sounded fine. I just put my guitars on the.
Yeah, because I don't remember listening to it thinking that sounds like shit. And then when I did it, I would have noticed all that. But just when we were listening back to it, I thought it was crap as well. So okay, let's.
So here's the public debut of your song.
This is Rich didn't like The Last Jedi at all. No spoilers here in the song. If you disagree, he'll say you're wrong. Too many laughs out of the blue, and way too many characters too. Rich didn't like The Last Jedi at all. Rich didn't like The Last Jedi at all. He liked the voice, he loved the mask of the guy that killed Han Solo's ass. Leia's son, imagine that. He talked to Darth Vader's melted hat. But Rich liked every scene with Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Rich liked every scene with Kylo Ren. Just close your eyes and you can see him throwing his hands up in the air.
I was totally doing that.
No. So frustrated now with Disney. He wants to punch John Landis in the face and burn Mickey Mouse at the stake. Rey and Poe, C-3PO, the real tall chick from Game of Thrones, Finn, Chewie, and BB-8, even Leia, for fuck's sake. Rich didn't like The Last Jedi at all. Rich didn't like The Last Jedi at all. Rich didn't like The Last Jedi at all. Aw, you made a lyric video.
Thanks.
I love it. Dude,
I love my song.
And here's the thing about that we didn't talk about, is that was a weird day anyway. Like, we were starting at the middle of the day. The girls were already here, and you had broken up with the Russian, but you hadn't told us yet and stuff. So,
and I was on my lunch break
He
was eating lunch next to me.
Jesus Christ. But I totally thought that you would just die when you heard that the first time. You know, like I was like,
laughing. I was trying not to laugh over it, though.
Like, he's going to hear the fucking C-3PO rhyme, and he's going to fucking lose his shit. There's no way he can't. Because I, like, wrote
I heard it 50 times up to this point.
I know you have. Well, so I finally got to write it down on the plane, and so I had to hand it over to Casey and go, okay, it's the tune of that Jack White song where he wants to be friends with the girl or whatever after school. And she's like, what? And then she goes, and then she got it. She's like, that's really funny. But anyway, I appreciate you. And if you guys want to hear that again without us talking over it, we'll post it on our Facebook.
So here's the thing. After our meeting, that we had such a great meeting together.
Yeah.
I felt so connected with you.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because I didn't have your song on the thing, and it was not good quality. So I did a little something special for you as well.
Okay.
So if you'll switch over to my page,
all right,
and click on go do the clips.
Jaret and Rich.
Yeah, that one thing.
Jaret and Rich, but oh my god, and sort of by Jaret Reddick also.
We've done 100 or more weeks recording a podcast, and I don't ever want us to end it. So the annual problem for our situation is finding a way to improve shit. Writing a song to make it more funny, or keeping Will an extra hour. Probably not. Jared's method of washing his asshole by tilting his butt in a shower. Wacky trivia, objectifying robots or bodies for me to share.
Jesus Christ.
Casey's Corner.
Please leave the building.
Your Silent Shop 316. As you can see, there's a whole lot of movies and even more alcohol.
Fucking drinking.
So stick with us, cause Jared and Rich aren't gonna review them all. So stick with us, cause Jared and Rich aren't gonna review them all.
Wait. Do we want to dog talk real quick? Just one quick dog talk, and then we'll go into the movie.
You just broke Jaret.
You broke it.
You look so defeated.
Oh, dude. That's freaking... I actually really just teared up a little bit. That's freaking
That is
sweet.
fucking awesome.
Did you read the end thing he put on there? He goes, I don't say it very much, but I love you. Your friend, Rich.
Y'all are so cute.
Aw.
Oh, man. Yes,
That
I'm
is
going to tell
fucking
you. Like, I told him
hilarious.
after we... Maybe we should start with iced tea next time. And then we... you know... Because about beer 4, productivity went to shit, but we had a great time.
We missed a few things we were supposed to do, like do the schedule of when you're out of town.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, that's amazing.
That is fucking awesome.
All right, we're going to put both of those up for you guys. I like how you, like, did like a 104, like a little...
homage to...
Little me.
Yeah.
I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, enough of this. Welcome to Jaret Goes to the Movies. Once again, I'm Jaret, and this week we're going to talk about the movie Lethal Weapon. I don't even think I said that earlier.
No, you played a clip already.
Yeah, well, I know, but I don't even think I said what it was from. I think I just started
We
talking
started talking about like an old guy bathing with his family around.
People are like, what the fuck? What are they watching this week?
Man, I will be honest. If anybody ever gave me a surprise party while I was in the bathtub, it'd be the last thing they ever fucking did.
Seriously.
Yeah. And especially like...
It's wildly inappropriate.
It's a horrible thing. Like, who thought that was a good idea? Why not have it ready for him when he's all clean and like out of there and comes out and, you know, plus it's too early for cake. He didn't even want the eggs. You know, he told her not to worry about the eggs. That's what he said.
Was that the morning?
It was the morning.
Yeah.
He takes a bath in the morning?
Apparently he does.
That's
It's been a
weird.
stressful year.
Think about everyone on TV. They have like these long breakfasts, and it's like daylight outside.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
absolutely.
It's always it's like no one does this.
Yeah.
It's frantic. We're running around. It's dark.
And it's like
nightmare.
It's like even like teen angst kids are sitting down for breakfast with their family, and
Yeah.
it's like there's no
I
fucking
don't
way.
want to do that, Mom.
Yeah.
Can you pass the bagels?
No, I don't have any fucking homework, Dad. Suck a dick. Hey, is there butter?
Can you take me to school?
Yeah.
You know what would have been even weirder than the surprise party at the bathtub? Surprise party at the shower.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be weird.
Yeah. Is it weirder?
Yes.
I don't know. Bathtub's weird.
If they're all in there together.
The fact that they're all like in the shower.
I feel like in the
They're
shower,
all
though.
kneeling around the bathtub, though. It's fucking weird.
Like, why didn't he react? Like, who wrote this? Who wrote this thinking, this is totally normal?
You know, his reaction at first, though, is almost like he's going to, like...
But then he's, like, kicking back and like, what's up?
Trying to
Let me
pull his
push some
kid in
bubbles
there.
out of the way.
Yeah.
The only bathtub surprise party that I would be okay with... It's not as funny as you guys think at all.
Oh, okay.
Now I feel like there's been a lot
I'm
of
just thinking
build-up.
that's the best band name.
Bathtub surprise party.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good, yeah.
Shit, that is an amazing
That's
name.
really, really
Is
good.
that you were
Surprise
like,
party.
here's a cake and here's some alcohol. Now we're going to leave you alone. Go take a fucking bath. I'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck
Yeah, and
yeah.
they slide
Happy
it in on
birthday.
a tray.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if I'd want to eat in the bathtub.
Maybe a cupcake.
Yeah, okay. Now it makes a lot of sense. You're right. That may be the best birthday ever. It really could be.
I'll let you lock the bedroom door so that nobody can even knock on the fucking bathroom door. It'd be the greatest thing ever.
Before we go any further, I should remind you guys that this is a Tim Toole and Matt Cardosi production. Our new supporters just happen to be Big Chris Whitehead. He upped his support from 20 to 50, so now that dude gets to be on 5 questions. That's right. Everybody that's a $50 supporter gets to be in the rotation for 5 questions. It's a lot of fun, and you're a part of the show. All of our executive producers come from our Patreon page. Be a Patreon supporter. It's $1 a month, and for that, you get all of the outtakes each week. For $5 a month, you get all the archive of outtakes, and I mean, it's seriously a lot of shit. Rich was telling me the other day that he cuts like an hour out of each show.
Yeah.
And even at $1, you get the discount on merch.
Right. So
That's true.
that's very true. I
Look
always
at Casey.
forget that. Yeah. So for $1 a month, you still get 20% off merch. So give us $1, save $2 or $3 on a shirt. You just made some money. Our executive producers they include Tim Toole and Matt Cardosi, our corporate VPs. David Murray, our longest supporter.
Yay.
Our longest and most active supporter. Ashley C., second place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheila Ray Wonder, also in the top 8. Wendy Croft fucking loves Rich. Yeah. You know what
We need like a MySpace top 8, like on our page,
I'm gonna,
so people know how important they are.
what a funny thing.
So they're
don't you
proper.
feel like that's sort of like when that jumped the
That
shark?
was a huge thing.
I know, but
Having
it
to
was like-
reorder that, and you start
No,
talking to a girl.
people could tell if you're having issues with your boyfriend because all of a sudden he was
Yeah.
number
Yeah,
3.
you're just not on the
Fuck.
8.
Fuck that guy.
That
I
was
remember-
a whole, God,
I remember we had
forgot
like-
all about
my
that.
girls are my top 2.
We had like a whole conversation where our record label called us, and like, you have to understand how I think all of you in this room probably know how I reacted when somebody would call me and talk down to me or whatever. And it just like, okay, guys, there's this thing, MySpace, whatever. The first thing we need you guys to do is alter all your pages. We need all you guys to put each other in your top 8, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, you know what I mean? I would take offense to it and then not put them in my top 8. Like, fuck off.
My top 8 was all myself. I made it all myself. And
That's
there's a
true.
link,
That
and if
was
you-
a good move.
If
You
you
could do
clicked
that?
it, yeah, you could like go in and like if you're 5 years old on MySpace, you could like redo everything, get in there and do all the coding and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So it was all my picture, and if you clicked it, it just went back to my MySpace.
I actually caved and had like music playing on mine and everything.
I had like a playlist.
Yeah, it would just start playing when you enter my page.
Yeah, I mean, we all did that. Once it came super easy.
I fought it forever though, and I was like, "Fuck it, everyone else is doing it."
I fought the whole like transition to Facebook. I was just like, this is going to be like CDs. We can still use cassettes for a while, but no, it was way fucking faster.
Yeah,
I logged into Facebook last week.
No
Or into MySpace.
Oh,
No,
everybody's like,
I go
no
there.
shit. Oh my
No,
god.
I just tried my MySpace login. It still worked.
yeah.
I
I've been there a
always-
couple times.
But the
I did
page is
mine.
gone. My page is gone.
Yeah,
See, I
it's
could
totally
get in
different.
there and still find pictures and stuff. And then the last time I tried to do it, it's still there, but my email address that I used to use is expired, so I can't get in anymore. It's like just gone forever.
Oh,
True story. When we did Sorry for Partying, we went to LA to do like all of the exclusives. So we had to go and do like a YouTube exclusive song and a Spotify and a this and a this. They actually asked us to do 3 exclusive songs, 3 for MySpace. And I'm like, what the fuck would I do that for? It's 2007. You know, like,
Yeah.
has anybody even logged on to this?
Yeah.
Lately or whatever?
Well, they did that big push when Justin Timberlake invested in
That's
it.
when it was, and he was my label mate, so I fucking did it. Stupid.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
You did 3 original songs just for MySpace?
3 original performances, 1
performances.
exclusive song for them.
Oh,
Or
wow.
whatever. So, anyway.
How'd that work out?
I never saw it. I don't know. David Dooley, Diane Small, Big Chris Whitehead, Lucy Murray, Rawdon James. By the way, Lucy Murray has put together this really cool Spotify playlist for the new upcoming Get Happy tour. Go check that out. It's got like all of the bands in there and stuff. I put it on the Bowling for Soup page on Facebook, so go check that out. Eddie Weiss, Lisa Wenzel, Sean Umbeck, Joel Robinson, Nigel Watson, who's single now and is on the prowl.
Is
Oh,
he
I
single
saw that.
still?
Yeah. Greg Pascal, Chris Holt, Tyler McCullough,
Welcome to the club.
Mark Ryan, Sweehurst, Josh Millman, Jason Randall. Katie Morgan, Jared Spear. Where's that guy been, by the way? Mike Breton,
Jared Spear?
Shawnee Griffith,
He's in
Chris
the chat room.
Jacobs, Daniel Cotton, co-host of the Bowling for Soup fan page Rampage, Brian Dunning, Wayne Bullard, Paul Balms, and Amy Pittsinger. The movie Lethal Weapon, Rich,
Yeah.
came out in 1987.
Is that what we're doing?
We're doing Lethal Weapon, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Runtime 110 minutes.
It's good running time.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The whole goddamn... I hate the thing. I think I've talked about this before. I get it, but the intro to the movie, the whole credits thing is 10 to 15
Yeah.
minutes.
I'm so glad we're done with that now.
Do you know what they used to do with Disney movies? When Emma was a kid, they used to make you watch the previews. And if you've never done that with a fucking 2-year-old or whatever...
Oh, you're talking about like on the VHS or
Yes.
DVD
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, DVD.
That was the worst.
You had to watch it. So then
Yeah.
they wised up.
I used to throw them at the wall because I was so pissed. I'm not even kidding.
With
I'm
your
like,
kids?
No, I'm
Or
just...
with yourself?
I was just so pissed. Like, I have to watch 20 minutes of previews just to start the movie.
So you were ahead of your time.
He's like,
'Cause
fuck
now
this
it's like
$30.
anytime I want to watch a fucking
why did I-
Ellen DeGeneres touching moment,
Like, I
like
can't-
right before it really happens, it's like,
on
Also,
YouTube or whatever. But I mean,
play.
it's different with kids.
Oh, and-
they figured it out though. Then they had this quick play thing, but you had to press it while the thing was on
Yeah.
the screen. If you didn't, you're fucked. They're watching all these fucking
And they
previews.
wonder why fucking piracy is so rampant now. It's shit like that. It's like,
'cause of the
fuck
previews.
you.
have you guys, like, I don't know, I guess only if you do it on devices. I'm not sure on TV. Like Netflix now has like the skip the intro.
Yes, I love it.
You know, I will say this. I like the previews at the movies though.
I love the previews at the
And
movies.
Casey and I have been going to the movies once a week. And it's nice because we do, but I always
But
forget.
the previews on the DVDs are bullshit movies that I've already seen or I'm not
Oh,
interested in.
yeah.
Or the previews at the movies.
Right.
It are usually stuff that's new
It's
stuff coming
upcoming.
out.
And
And,
usually-
they're usually indicative of what you're
They're
watching.
related to what
Right.
it is.
Yeah,
that's
but I
coming.
don't remember the last time I watched a DVD.
No, I don't either.
So how about when we went and saw Coco and they put the fucking they put the Frozen short before it. And,
Oh, but it was not a short.
and it was 20 or 30 minutes long.
Oh, and
and-
everyone complained.
Oh, dude. I mean, Everett's 5. He's got an amazing attention span, but to him it was over. It's like we're done.
Correction,
Yeah,
he's got an amazing attention span for things on screens. Like
Right.
that's
Well,
about it.
There we go. All right, this movie is rated R. I don't know how you would know that if you were just watching the first scene. How in the hell could you possibly guess that this movie would be rated R with a fucking helicopter shot coming through a window and just focusing on a right tit? You know, like that's the first scene of the movie.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, I love real boobs.
Yeah. Those were definitely, they were all freckly and stuff. I like that too.
I love real
Yeah,
boobs.
that was good.
The first 5 seconds of this movie, I said, I can already tell I'm gonna hate this fucking movie.
Did you hate it?
That intro is awful.
Yeah.
Literally, Simone was like, "They're showing a boob," and I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, "Holy crap! I have to rewind it."
Yeah, of
I
course.
missed the boob. Be honest with you.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I totally missed that.
Because
boob. I saw the
he's-
boobs later.
No,
but not-
he's natural boob blind,
Oh, that's true.
so he didn't see.
Well,
it.
and it's such an
Oh,
interesting.
they probably weren't really there. I probably thought it was a dude, right?
It's so 80s too, because they've got her in like the garter belt and the little lacy thing or whatever, which had she just done what we all think she just did would all be wadded up on the ground. You know? and would not have made the trip down 28 floors.
Yeah.
You know, but
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forgot all about that scene.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because she was naturally boobed.
Yeah.
So he didn't see it.
He didn't see
I
it.
totally forgot about the
Yeah.
suicide scene.
All right. Literally sets the whole fucking movie up.
I forgot about it.
All right, here we go. Lethal Weapon. A veteran policeman. What is it? Murtaugh? It's
Murtaugh.
Murtaugh.
Yeah.
All right, let me take that again.
All right, you go ahead.
All right. A veteran policeman, Murtaugh, is partnered with a younger, suicidal officer, Riggs. They both have one thing in common: hating working in pairs. Now they must learn to work with one another to stop a gang of drug smugglers. Terrible synopsis.
I was going to say, this could
Horrible.
be the worst.
It's possibly it's so bad, and normally the bad ones are longer than this. This is terrible. It's
Yeah,
not. I mean,
it's
the
not
only
good.
thing that they got right was that he was a veteran.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
Yep.
And their names.
All right, I think I could do better.
All right, let's see. Let's see if you can.
Over to Rich for his alternative synopsis.
You did steal my thunder just a little bit, but Lethal Weapon.
Sorry, buddy.
In this buddy cop, 80s classic, an aging police detective gets jealous at the googly eyes his daughter is making at his new suicidal partner because he's worried it'll interfere with their bubble bath time together.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, he basically does call it out when she's in the dress for prom, and he's like,
She's a heartbreaker.
"She's a heartbreaker."
Yeah, my heart.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, you guys were just taking a bath together, dude. It's freaking weird.
Weird.
Yeah, he looked at her weird too.
Yeah.
With the
I
dress?
think so too. So I didn't know how much of a thing I was
What
going
if
to
he
make
was like
about all
banging
this.
her in real life and that's
Stop
what we
it.
were saying?
Stop
I'm just
it.
saying.
Oh, in real life.
In real life.
Yeah,
Maybe it's his stepdaughter. They have porn channels for that.
they have porn for sure. It's usually the other way around though. Like no dudes want
No,
to see
they have
that.
it all the ways.
Do they?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying it's more popular the other way
It might be more popular.
because no dudes want to see that.
Yeah.
All right, this movie stars Mel Gibson.
Was anyone bigger than Mel Gibson at this time?
In size? Yeah, so Mel Gibson, no. I mean, as I looked at him, I kept wondering if Casey would make a comment about how attractive he was. Because, dude, the guy was just,
Was he attractive?
It
yeah.
sounded, it
I
sounded
don't know.
In a
This
Jew
was your
hater
first
kind of
watch?
way.
Yes.
Okay. And anyone else?
I had the last time I saw this movie was in the theater.
Okay. I've seen it 3 times. I watched it one time, obviously, a long, long time ago when it first came out. And then I watched it between now and then in the middle there somewhere. But I thought that it was going to be 2. Like, Gary Busey just totally threw me off. I go, wait, where's the Cougaran guy? You know,
So
where's
this had to have happened around the time that, well, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. But I've have to have seen this movie 20 times.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know why. I mean, it's not like I like
2 was so much better.
Yeah, I don't remember 2 at all, but
Yeah, I did not have like a Mel Gibson thing with this movie. Maybe it was the hair.
do they make the police psychologist more of a character in 2 or something? Like I feel like
The woman.
yeah, I feel like she was a bigger
think
part of the
so.
movie.
And she's a huge part of the show, the TV. They have a TV show now. I don't know if you know that.
Okay, no.
And
Why would I know that?
I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, the TV show is actually pretty good. It's got Damon Wayans
Okay.
as Murtaugh,
Okay.
and it's got some nobody as Riggs.
Right.
But I actually like him. It's funny because
I could tell when you call them a nobody. I'm
I
sure.
mean, I like him in the
I'm
show.
sure he
It's a term of
appreciates
endearment.
that.
I've never seen it before. But it's funny because they switched the hairdo. So in obviously in the movies he's got business in the front, party in the
Yeah,
back.
mullet. Yeah.
And in the TV show, it's short in the back and long up here
Interesting.
on the top.
Yeah.
So when he runs around and stuff, it like falls around in his face and stuff.
That's how they made it fresh for the new times.
I didn't think that they did that on purpose, but now I think they may have done that on purpose. They're like, let's switch it up and make it long in the front.
I am not your Gary Busey boy. I am not your Gary Busey boy. I am not your Gary Busey. The sounds of malice has got me somewhat upset with you.
That's right. Gary Busey is in this movie.
Yes.
That's Cornmo, who is the only person ever to probably have a song that is about
It's a person?
Gary Busey. Yeah, Cornmo is a great artist now. But there is another song out there in the world that does mention 2 of the 3 stars that we have named so far.
Is it by Jaret Reddick?
Well, sort of.
Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, you deserve each other. A lethal weapon when you take her home to meet your mother. She was a superstar, backseat of my car. Those days are over now, but life goes on, yeah.
Luckiest Loser is that song. Ended up calling my touring company Lucky Loser Touring.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that the other day.
I forgot that Gary Busey was young once.
And that he...
And
that,
not crazy.
And not insane. I mean, I'm sure that he was insane.
No, like his whole face
No.
moved.
He got insane because of the accident.
Because
he
of the
was in.
motorcycle
Yeah,
wreck.
he got in an accident. It was after this one.
Did his teeth grow after that? Is that what happened?
I think they're made of cartilage.
Yeah,
and they just
I
never
guess,
stop
or
growing.
something. It's like
the older they get.
It's like he put the Buddy Holly teeth on and just never took them off after the motorcycle wreck.
Did he hit his concrete on his head? Is that what happened to him?
He don't know whether to wind his butt or scratch his watch. Mitchell Ryan, I don't know if you guys looked him up. So he plays like the main bad guy in this that hires Joshua. That dude's sheet of stuff that he's been in is fucking crazy. Maybe like one of the longest we've ever had in here. He has been in a lot of shit.
Old school stuff.
Yeah, but Scott Simons, who was supposed to be on this podcast, brought something else to my attention.
Okay.
So the wife of Murtaugh, that's actually played by Darlene Love.
Mm-hmm.
Darlene Love is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she actually, in 1938, began her career as lead singer.
Is Cheap Trick in the Rock and Roll
the
Hall of Fame?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
She was in this trio called The Blossoms, and they did like a variety show called Shindig. They sang backup to Elvis Presley.
Wow.
This is Murtaugh's wife?
Murtaugh's wife, yeah.
In 1930-something, she was in a band, and she's in this movie in 1987.
Oh, she in 1938. That's got to be wrong.
Did Scott Simons just pull a...
She did not look 70.
No. Hold on. No, she was born in 1938. But her mini bio does say, okay, shit, sorry, I didn't read the whole thing. Born Darlene Wright in Los Angeles in 1938. She began her career as a singer. Anyway, she's in some movie that's about backup singers. She used to be Whitney Houston's backup singer. She could be heard on the big hit Zippity Doo Dah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. She grew up in Texas, daughter of a Pentecostal minister.
Texas connects us.
Yeah. So anyway, I just thought it was really cool that she is like in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and sang on all these crazy hits and stuff. And, and she's really kind of not somebody that you would know.
Well, the wife on the TV show is super hot. Holy shit.
Well, that is good to know.
Yeah, it is.
She probably has fake tits.
Probably. Yeah, that is probably true. All right.
That's why Rich sees her.
Oh, okay.
Let's get this thing started here. Let's get it started.
Hey. Come on, shut up, man. I'm losing count. 93, 94, 95, 96.
Forget it, you dumb shit. 100,000. $100,000. Did you hear what he said?
100,000? I'm sorry, I can't afford that, not on my salary. But look, I'll tell you what, I got a better idea. Here, let me say I take the whole stash off your hands for free, and you assholes can go to jail.
Hey,
what do you say about
wait
that? Now I can read you guys your rights, but now you guys already know what your rights are, don't you?
This badge ain't real. You ain't real.
Oh, you sure are a crazy son of a bitch.
You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
Are you calling me crazy? You think I'm crazy?
Yeah.
You want to see crazy? I'll tell you. Now that's a real badge. I'm a real cop, and this is a real fucking gun.
That guy in the middle.
Yeah.
I think half the actors in here are just stuntmen that they gave lines to.
Could be.
It has to be.
Yeah, I mean, because they did work a lot on all the fighting and stuff like that. I mean, it was, there's like some crazy things from and this, again, Scott Simons' edition. There's, the Gracie family actually consulted on this, and this is before UFC and all that shit. So, like,
well, when they were fighting at the end, I totally saw him doing MMA moves, and I'm like, whoa.
It wasn't even a thing yet.
Yeah, it wasn't. There was no way that this had been done before.
Right.
And then as the credits roll, and I saw the Gracie name on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have noticed that. Again, that was a
isn't this the same exact scene that was in Beverly Hills Cop, where he's in the back of the truck and like it's the same? It's not Christmas trees, but
Is that like?
They had to shake it up a little bit.
This is illegal chop shop. How good is that? Yeah, so he was saying, I just need him to know that I have herpes simplex 10. So fucking good.
Victor Meadland.
Yeah, is that his name?
Yeah.
At this point, did we already see him in his trailer on the beach?
That was at the beginning, right?
Yeah, that was at the beginning.
That is...
You can't.
No. There's no beachfront parking lot that they allow you to park
do
your
that on
trailer
TV
and
shows,
live on the beach.
Yeah, and also, like... his wife hasn't been gone that long. Like, is he just destitute now, or like
maybe just
they
gave
lived
up.
in that together?
No, I think maybe he just gave up.
No,
He's a
that
vagrant.
could be.
Well, he obviously moved from Australia at some point because he had the accent still.
I was going to mention
totally
that.
Come through.
Right here is you guys. He couldn't get that out. Yeah, he could not get, and he did work that out pretty well later on.
Yeah.
So after the when Murtaugh shows up at the scene for the first time, I just thought it's so funny that like they tried it. I thought this was an interesting way to cast him, or to even like to make this character. It's not like he's just like some goody two shoes. You know, Danny Glover. Mm-hmm. He's not like some goody two shoes that gets the crazy partner.
Right.
Because he like looks back at the hooker or whatever. He's just like, oh, all dressed up, no one to blow, huh? You know, like, and it's like, I told Casey, I'm like, that kind of caught me off guard. I remember him being like a little bit more, again, goody two shoes, but he's not. He's a pretty fucking tough dude, and, you know, obviously a cop that's been around the block a time or two.
He's a little jaded.
This isn't the one where they kept saying, you're retiring soon, you're retiring soon. That's 2 also, right?
Okay, so I thought the same thing. I thought the whole you're retiring soon was going to happen. This is the I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Did you remember that was like a reoccurring line?
I kept waiting
that they would
for the
do?
retiring part to happen, and it never happened.
So I same thing.
How shitty did it make you feel when he kept saying, I'm too old for this shit, and he's only 50?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, that's just right around the corner for us.
Right
Simone's going to be
corner.
50 this year.
Jesus Christ. Well, she can't be partners with fucking
I looked
Riggs.
over to her, I'm like, are you too old for this shit?
Yeah, she is too old.
Jaret's opening a beer.
And she said yes.
To a beer?
What kind of gun would you carry? Would you carry a 6-shooter? Or would you carry like a magazine gun if you were a cop?
So in the 80s, I don't remember that like magazine guns were a big thing. I thought it was always 6-shooters. But yeah, as many bullets as you can cram into one of those fuckers, that's what I want.
I'm all about nunchucks.
Glitter bombs.
We could
Element of surprise.
Plus, people fucking hate it. It's like I'd rather
You want to
have
see a person just melt down and give up?
Yeah,
shoot a big fucking
glitter bomb.
spring-loaded glitter bomb.
I'd
at their
rather
face.
be shot with elephant shit than glitter. Like I fucking hate it. You know,
Especially if you're not with Casey.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like I have no interest in this glitter that's happening. She painted a new painting the other day, and it's so awesome. And I got oh my god, guys. She painted this painting the other day, and she laid it out to dry. And Allie came out, and she was fine.
Oh, no.
But I went to the garage to get something, and Allie followed me. And I thought, there's no way she'll just run across this. She'll just go around. No, she ran across it.
Did it ruin it?
Paw prints all the way across the fucking floor on my pants.
Oh, not on the painting, though.
No, of course on the painting.
Yeah,
all of it.
That's what I was getting to.
But was it like kind of cute in a way?
No, see, that's what Jaret said, too.
That's what I said. I go, it's too bad.
Isn't it kind of cool now? It's got like a random paw print.
That's not what I said. I said it would be cool if they were like good paw prints.
That is not what you said. You
it
said,
is exactly what I said.
Maybe it's kind of cool because it's got like a random paw
No,
print.
I said it
I'm like,
would
that's
have been
not how
cool,
it fucking
but
works.
no, they're fucked up. They're not even good paw prints, but yeah.
It was a horrible series of events. I don't know. I fucking just gave up. And then went to bed, woke up, and there is, I had left my brushes in a water cup up on the cabinet or on the counter.
Oh, dude.
And so, whatever, they're just on the counter. No big deal. I was just letting them soak, and I was going to rinse them off in the morning.
Right.
And wake up, and there's just black paint water all over the fucking kitchen. And I'm like, my immediate thought is like, Everett, what did you do? And he's like, I didn't do anything. And he's pretty straightforward when he does some shit. And then I put it all together because there's a broom knocked over. The Roomba knocked a broom over. The broom hit the cup. The cup knocked it on the floor.
Fucking Roomba is the worst.
And then after it knocked the water on the floor, it proceeded to just take the paint water and just fucking drag it all over my fucking house.
The Roomba hates you.
I was
hates
Yeah, then it knocked over another painting and ripped a hole in it.
Does it do the shit thing where it like hits the shit and
No,
does that all over
that
the place?
doesn't
No,
happen.
we don't
And
leave
here's the
shit
thing.
out.
I mean, like, it sucks.
But it did the shit thing with the paint water.
Fun fact: my stepbrother designs the circuit boards for that Roomba.
Well, we're gonna. They are the fucking greatest
they're the
invention of
best.
all time. They are the.
You have a
greatest.
maid. Why do you need a Roomba? I never.
we have dogs.
It's because of the dog. Honestly,
In
man,
between.
like that fucker
It
runs
goes every
every night
night.
and it fills up, just in dust and stuff. You'd be surprised if you vacuumed every day with an empty bag. Like
I don't
how
have to. I have maids. They come
Understood.
every 2 weeks. I'm good.
Yeah, you don't have dogs.
Yeah.
I don't have dogs.
you don't have dogs.
No, I mean, not to like bring the room down.
Dogs.
Yeah.
But when am I getting a dog?
Because you weren't allowed to get a dog.
I know, but now I've got a son.
Yeah.
I'm taking care of him now.
Yeah, same thing. You got to feed him a couple of times a day. You know, make sure he
poops in the
shits.
toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I fucking love the scene where he's just the guy grabs him and he's got the gun. He's just like, shoot him, just fucking shoot him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could tell where that was going to go. I mean,
We're establishing his character in this.
absolutely.
That
But I
and the
remember
suicide
loving
guy.
that. I liked this movie. I liked watching it this time. There were so many things in this that I thought, gosh, that's weird. I forgot that's where that came from, and I thought it aged fine. I mean,
I
there's
thought
a few things here and there that are a little. I think actually you're spot on with the 6-shooter. Like, okay, but I don't know. I liked it.
I kind of don't think it aged well.
I don't think it aged well. I think the pacing wasn't good. It was too sparse in certain areas. I think the movie itself was great. Like everything was great about it, but the music, oof.
Oh, that stinks. Gets sax.
You don't like that 80s music thing though, and that's something
It
you
just doesn't hold up well.
No, but at the same time, I think you could re-edit that movie and rescore it, and it'd be fucking.
Yes,
because there's
agreed.
Yeah, and
Totally agree.
you know what? And that sounds like something you would say, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But which is ridiculous. God damn it! What is happening to us, Rich? But yeah, man, I really did like it. I agree with you though on pacing. It's way too long.
Yeah.
There's like a whole
There'd just be parts of the movie that I would just be like, why is this even fucking happening?
Yeah.
It's like they would think of it as they went. Like there wasn't a story
Yeah.
that was out there. They were just like,
Yeah.
The entire ending.
you know what? Actually, just fuck yeah, exactly, all of it.
The gun
Oh,
range
okay.
thing didn't even need to happen. That whole thing, I mean, it was kind of cool that he did the smiley face. You could have made that happen way
They're
shorter.
trying to establish that he's a great shot so that later
he's just
on.
he's a fucking badass.
yeah.
You know, that's what he
he's
is.
a lethal weapon.
It just was
Right.
It just was a very. This is the first kind of time we're doing this type of movie. They haven't flushed all the bullshit out of
yeah,
it
but
yet.
when you say I was a special forces sniper in Vietnam, we
That
get
should
it.
be it.
You're a good
But-
shot.
But in the 80s, we didn't have that. I even coined this thing.
The drug dealers-
reverse. I coined a phrase for it. Hang on.
You made up a word.
It's the knowledge and culture reverse triangle. That's what I'm calling it.
Okay.
It's his dissertation.
It's like K search or something like that. Anyway, my point is they hadn't established for audiences that all this stuff could be a thing, and I think this was so early on in these kind of movies that
Right.
they had to like spell it out like laboriously for you. And look, he's a sniper. He shoots really good. See, and here he is shooting,
And he's crazy, and he can fight.
and it's crazy, and he's really crazy, and here he's doing crazy
Yeah.
stuff again. So later on, yeah,
Now, is this a Christmas movie?
yeah,
They
kinda
said
is.
Christmas enough times for it to be.
Yeah. So this
It's as
qualifies.
Christmas as Die Hard, I'd say.
That's what I was going to ask.
When I was doing, I was
It
like,
was
oh
more
crap,
Christmas
we should have
than
done
Die
this
Hard.
during Christmas. Damn
Yeah.
it.
So there we go.
I mean, they play the fucking Christmas music when this is the first song they played, right?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie. was
Oh yeah,
Christmas.
it's funny. Everett was actually upstairs watching Pinocchio, and he heard that. Is it "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" or
Yeah, something
something?
like that.
And he's just like, "That's my favorite song." Just letting us know.
And then there'd just be like rapid gunfire. And
Yeah.
you'd be like, is that the part I can't watch?
Is this the scary part? Like, is the scary part over? Casey's like, "Just stay up there, dude."
Yeah, if it's not scary, it's tits, and there's just no
Yeah.
in between.
And nobody's
But
scared
not
of
big
this.
tits. I mean,
No.
you probably wouldn't even notice them.
There are two more things. Shoot. First, condition of the sheets in the mattress indicate that someone else was in the bed with Amanda just before she died. That's A.
What's B?
B is I'm supposed to tell you you're breaking in a new partner in on this.
Partner again?
Yeah, some cat he's on loan from dope. Real burnout, on the ragged edge.
Oh, perfect. Gun!
Raj,
Meet your new partner.
I'm too old for this shit.
I don't think you're allowed to just brandish a firearm.
I don't think so
in
either.
the middle of a fucking.
Yeah, I'm gonna clean my gun right here.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
No.
And also, had that happened and he did put the guy down on the ground and draw on him, there'd have been 50 other fucking guns on him.
Yeah, because if he didn't know him, no one else in that floor knew him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just love how his reputation precedes him so much that even the guy who just delivers messages knows.
Yes, on the ragged
Yeah,
edge.
this guy, he's like suicidal or some shit. You know, like
why is he there if this is common knowledge for this guy?
Yeah. Well, now they did establish that. They
They were trying to get the whole pension thing.
No, the chief is like, I'm not giving up on this guy. I don't believe it. I don't believe he's been through a hard time or whatever. And I couldn't remember how his wife died.
In a car accident.
It was a car wreck.
Did they talk about it here?
Yeah. The psychiatrist does, the psychologist or whatever for the.
I thought they went into it more on 2. Also.
Yeah, maybe. And then what is that when Rene Russo comes in? Or
No,
is
that's
that
3.
Got it.
2 is with the little South African blonde chick with the short hair. Super
I don't
hot.
remember that at all.
Yeah. Hey, I got another gun question. Riggs wears his gun in the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Murtaugh has his gun like over on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Where would you wear your gun?
Okay, so I'm going to be honest about something. I think about this from time to time.
You side holsters that shit.
So I do see that like people. So I think it also comes from like other people trying to get to your gun or whatever, like what you can protect it with, but still be able to. So like I think if the side holster thing. Now I'm too fat for that now because I can't reach around myself. I need an arm extension. But like I could put it like by my pocket.
But it could just be wherever your arm reaches.
Right.
It could be like in the front.
It's
more.
almost to my dick now. Like I can barely get there. But no, I think I don't know. I mean, I always thought I would like wear it like a holster. But if I'm thinking about like
the quickest way would be like on your thigh, right? Like a thigh holster.
Now they do the thigh thing too.
Yeah, I think that would be the quickest thing. I wouldn't want it across. I think that's awkward.
I would just have it in my hand permanently, and like it's always ready to shoot.
Oh, the little ones where you like flip your
No,
wrist
it's
and
just
it
like
pops out?
taped to my hand.
William Gunny hands.
It's like those 40 bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edward 40 hands.
You have to tape them to your hands until it's gone. Whatever. Jesus Christ.
My robot hands can open doors.
Hey, man, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Shut your mouth, Jesus! Shut up!
Don't move.
Oh, hey, man.
Mr. Joshua, your left arm, please.
Oh, hey, man, you guys are fucking gone. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You guys are fucking crazy, man. Come on, man.
Have Endo look at that, Mr. Joshua.
Yes, sir.
If you want to make me buy some heroin from you, don't fucking take the cigarette lighter and burn Buddy Holly.
What is even the point of this scene?
None of it. It's because he says you're hiring mercenaries. Like he didn't like the way he was treated coming in.
Yeah.
He was just like, this isn't real business.
He questioned their loyalty, and he was like, they're loyal.
He was basically just saying, yeah, you're just hiring a bunch of fucking thugs.
But it's like,
don't care.
Mr. Joshua, your left arm, please. And he knows, oh, he wants to fucking burn me. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You know, how about just a knife across the chest? I mean, that'll heal. And plus, scars are sexy. Those little round burn things on your arm, that's not sexy. He's got to go
No, that's not
get
good.
some tang later.
What about older chicks with that little shot scar on their left
You're
arm?
so weird about that. You've brought that up a couple times.
Tuberculosis or whatever it is. What is it for?
It's for, it's
smallpox?
it's smallpox.
He brings this up a lot.
I'm curious about it.
You know, only people of a certain age or people that immigrated here have that.
Yeah, that's
the
I
Russian
know.
had one.
Like all my sisters had that, and
I think they stopped doing it in.
All of my former sisters had that.
They stopped doing it in the 70s, right?
My wife just missed that whole bit. But yeah, I think before I was born, I didn't get it.
I don't have it either.
You know, but
my mom does.
It just makes you look like you have AIDS, though.
No, it doesn't go there.
That's not what AIDS does, dude.
No,
it makes little blotches.
Haven't you ever seen Philadelphia? You get lesions.
Yeah, they are little black spots. What do you think a fucking burn mark looks like?
Oh, we're back to that. I was talking about the smallpox vaccine.
No, I'm talking about the burn marks.
No, I don't even know that would have been black. That would have scarred, like not black. That would have been.
Starts black.
No,
and then turns scar. First of all, it's a 3rd-degree burn. That's not good.
Have you ever burned yourself really bad?
Yes.
Me too, a few times. But my worst one was, true story, not fucking joking about this one. I was making macaroni and cheese. My parents were gone. I was probably like 4th grade. Mm-hmm. And we had an electric stove, you know, the spiral thing. Mm-hmm. And I went to go see if it was hot. Mm-hmm. And I didn't feel it. I stuck my hand on it. And my fucking hand burned, and it like stuck to the thing.
Yeah.
And so I pulled it off, and I had literally blisters. The whole thing, right?
I've had the instinctual hairstylist drop the curling iron and go to catch it and just fully wrap your hand around like a 410-degree curling
iron. Have I ever
told
told you guys my burn story and my white supremacy story?
What?
I didn't tell you that?
No. Let's listen to it.
So when I was a junior in high school, my mom wanted me to climb up onto the dryer and unplug this vent that turned on when you turn the light on. Like she didn't want the vent to go when the light was on.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it just had a little plug up there, and she's like, "Go up there and unplug that." So I went up there and I unplugged it, and it electrocuted the shit out of my hand. Right?
Yeah.
And it burned it to fuck.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was black and fucked. Right. So anyway, I went to the doctor, and he broke a popsicle stick, and he started jabbing it with the broken end of a popsicle stick. And he's like, "Can you feel that?" I'm like, "No, I can't feel that." And he immediately says, "Yeah, we might have to amputate that." What? I was like, "What?" Exactly. But anyway, they didn't amputate it. They just wrapped it up and whatever. And
changed his mind.
I had to.
You were like, "Yes, I feel the popsicle." I don't know what I was saying.
No, so anyway, they did all the shit, and it was healing and whatever. And he said, "You got to keep it out of the sun because it's very susceptible to skin cancer in the sun." Right. Mm-hmm. So I had bullfrog 150 and all this crap. Well, I ran track and field in high school. So to cover it, I got this white baseball glove, and I put it on my hand, and I wore it during track meets. And so one of the kids in the other teams was like, "Why does that kid wear a fucking
white supremacy
white glove?"
Oh no!
And he said, "Because he thinks he's cool." That's what my coach told him. I'm like, "Motherfucker!"
I totally thought this was a Michael Jackson bit.
No, it's a true story.
100%.
What does that got to do? Is that a white supremacy thing?
Oh, people thought I was a white power.
Oh my god!
Because you had on one white glove.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
So does that make Michael Jackson a silver supremacist?
Probably. Or glitter supremacy.
He only likes old people? I get that. Yeah. I mean, so dumb.
Does anybody else ever think those silver alerts are kind of funny?
No.
Nobody?
What are silver alerts?
It's when there's an elderly missing person.
Isn't they like amber and silver?
No, the only reason they're funny is because you'll see it and it'll be silver alert. Beige Buick. And I'm like, how many fucking people are driving down the road and they're just like, that's got to be the one.
That's
fucking call the authorities.
Off-white Toyota Camry.
Exactly. Exactly.
A 1993.
Silver Lincoln.
Right. Silver Lincoln is a good
white
one.
Crown Vic.
The fucking beige Buick is pretty good though. I mean, it's that's the stereotypical, that's just it. It's old people don't buy Buicks anymore, right? So what the fuck?
Yeah, I think it's sad that they're missing. I just think the descriptions suck.
Yeah. Anyone can see the road that they walked on was paved in gold. That's what that song's about. Do you guys know that?
No.
Do you know that song?
No.
That fastball song. How are they going without ever knowing the way? It was about these two old people that came up missing. Their kids started looking for. I'm not joking.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm not kidding. It really is about this whole thing about
I've
these.
Never listened to
it's about these two people who just got in the car and just went, and their kids had no idea where they were or what. I mean, they were just fuck it.
What were they driving?
A beige Buick.
Holy shit.
You owe me, Roger. Remember? Yeah. I remember. I want you to find whoever's responsible for this. However many of them there are. Please, I know you can do it. Just find them and kill them.
Mike, I'm a police officer.
I don't give a shit. You're a police officer, Roger. I know you're a fucking police officer. Kill them! Just kill them! Wait, Raj. Come on. You find him. You find him and you kill them. You can do that. You owe me.
This is ridiculous.
Did he just drag a desk in the middle of a hotel lobby and just start calling customers? Where did this guy work?
You're right. Well, it's
a huge...
I thought the same thing. So it's supposed to be a bank, but no, I literally thought, I'm like, is he a travel agent?
But he's
and
like
he's
a
just set up in the Marriott? Like,
he's a
like,
bajillionaire,
what the
though, right?
fuck is going on? I thought exactly the same thing. Like, the fuck is this guy doing? But yes, he's a bajillionaire because of all this shit, these shady shit he's been
Is that
doing.
his bank? I know he said what he did. I just don't remember.
No, he's a banker. They're
laundering money through his bank or some shit.
Exactly.
Is there not like a statute of limitations for how long you owe somebody for saving your life in a war?
Also, if you're like, I'd just be like, dude, you saved my life. You go kill him. I mean, you're the badass here. I almost died.
Well, plus this guy is a serious dick because he's into this drug thing. He knows his daughter got fucking killed because
it's his
of it.
fault.
There's tons of shit going on. He's like, can you murder all this drug cartel for me?
Yeah,
you
so
owe
that
me.
I don't have. I know. I realize that I should be mourning
he's-
the loss of my daughter.
I owe you a life save. I
Yeah,
don't owe you a murder.
at this
a
point,
bunch of
I owe
people.
you a nice sentiment at your funeral. That's it. We're 50, dude.
I realize you need speakers. I'm in the top 3 choices right now. We'll see how the rest of your time on the earth goes. We'll just fucking see how it happens from here. Because it's uncomfortable for everybody, no matter who's talking. And also, please don't turn a fucking Louis Armstrong song into an opera song.
When did he give the videotape?
Icy
Did that happen now or later?
Of blue. No, that's later.
That's later. Okay.
Yeah.
That after he gets killed?
The videotape. No, the videotape showed up before, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
And then he went to go see the guy. And I'm gonna be honest. I thought the video. I think I needed to see more of the movie.
I thought it was weird that he's just sitting in his den of his little house watching porn with
all these
6 kids in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
I kept waiting for somebody to walk in during that.
Did you do my questions for the 5 questions?
No, I had to make them up.
All
I
right,
never
so
got your question.
here was my bonus question. I was going to do a reverse one where I give you the answers, and it's A 90%, B 95%, or C 100%.
Okay, got it.
Take a guess, anyone?
Okay, one more time. Sorry.
A 90%, B 95%, or C 100%.
What are the chances that he climaxed during that movie?
No, I'm gonna go. How many of the boobs are natural in the porno? And I'm gonna go 100%.
The question is, what are the chances that Roger Murtaugh rubbed one out while looking over the VHS tape?
I got it.
He was pretty close.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
I know how Rich thinks.
that is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you
I mean,
think?
Why?
How do you not?
Why did he need the movie as evidence?
Would it be bad though if he did?
No,
If
he doesn't-
if he masturbated,
Yeah, while looking at the evidence.
he doesn't know this guy,
he's in his house.
right? And he could think about one of the other girls. There's like
He doesn't have
7
to
of
look
them.
at her,
No.
right? Yeah.
Oh no. What are you doing?
See this key? Bye-bye.
You're crazy!
Now, you can jump if you want to, but you'll be taking me with you, and that makes you a murderer. Okay? Come on, let's go
You
back.
bastard!
Yeah, you'll be killing a cop. Now,
Yeah, I've been killing a psycho nut job!
Yeah, psycho, but I'm still a cop. You coming in? Come on, I'm going in.
Fuck you! I'm jumping!
Do you really want to jump? Do you want to? Well, then that's fine with me. Come on. Let's do it, asshole. Let's
Wait a
do
minute!
it.
What?
I want to do it. I want to do it.
What do you mean?
Right.
Oh, pinkies!
Yeah, that was such.
Want to go up again? Let's go again.
Everyone's like, "Oh no!"
Yeah,
They're
I'm
gonna
like,
fall
everyone
right into
knew
that
he was going
bag
to
that's
jump
totally
into the
safe.
thing. I don't even get why he got in trouble for that shit.
Why wouldn't you want him to jump in the bed?
Well, there's a liability issue because you can still get hurt on one of those things or whatever. I get the breakaway cuffs. There's a hole there. I get, why would you get in trouble for that? Here's my problem. The guy jumps. Like, why wouldn't you just get dragged down? Like, no, don't fucking take me. Like, you know what I mean? And like get dragged. The guy just goes, no, I'm not going to. I'm jumping.
Yeah, and one of two things happened, though. He either was like, man, jumping off a building was a terrible idea. I don't ever want to do that again. Or he was like,
I've got to do this again.
I've done it once. It didn't seem that bad, jumping off. Next time,
lots
you just...
of attention.
Also, how about this casting of the guy talking in the uncomfortable, high-pitched voice?
He's terrible.
And
He's a stuntman, obviously. And they gave him some speaking lines, just like the guys with the trees.
Right. Yeah.
That's got to be bad.
That 100% has to be it.
Yeah.
But it's an excellent movie.
It is an excellent movie. Hello, Rawdon James.
Mr. Reddick, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, man?
I'm absolutely fine.
I gotta do this, gotta adjust the volume here just a smidge. All right, I'm gonna get Chris Holt on here, and we will have us a heck of a time. Chris, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool.
It's so fun that I know you're in your car now because otherwise, like I used to just think that you were like crouched down under a table. And so we're not videotaping this week, or we're not. There's no video for this week because we're having to tape this. Had some scheduling stuff this weekend. We moved the podcast to Saturday, then we moved the podcast from Saturday to Monday, then we moved the podcast from Monday to Tuesday, but you guys didn't want to stay up till 2 a.m. and I totally get that. Now, were you guys both able to watch the movie Lethal Weapon?
Yes.
Yeah, and Chris, you were able to watch it too? Okay, that's good. All right, so I believe that may be, I'll have to go back and check, that may be 5 weeks in a row that everybody's watched the movie. Now, that is also about 5 weeks since Wendy has been on the show. So we'll see how she's got to be coming up in the rotation soon. So we'll just see where that gets us. Man, I watched it yesterday and I really enjoyed it. It was not one that I was looking forward to watching. And I guess I forgot that movie came out kind of when cable was new to me. And I guess I've seen that movie probably 25, 30 times because I really did know it really well. Did you, so Chris, did you like the movie and had you seen it before?
Yeah, I've seen it like loads and loads of times. I've got them all on DVD. But I also watched a TV version around Christmas time with no swearing in it, which was really experience.
Yeah.
So, the bit where they're saying to him, that's not a real badge, you're not a real cop.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's a real badge, I'm a real cop. And then he says, it's a real fucking gun.
Yeah.
On the TV version, he goes, that's a real firing gun.
I love that. Dear. I love those kind of things. So that funny thing about that is that I don't know what is going on with our setting on our subtitles, but we turn the subtitles on when we're watching these movies for this so that we don't miss any of the important dialogue. And I don't know if it's Amazon or if it's the TV or what it is, but for some reason they're just wrong all the time. And this one took out all the swear words. There was none of them on there. And so it becomes obvious because I don't even remember Danny Glover cursing as much as he did in this. And he did, he really did. So Rawdon, how about you, man? Did you did watch it? Had you seen it before and did you like it?
Yeah, I've seen it loads of times. Yeah, I probably hadn't seen it for about 5 or 6 years, I should think, but it was all very, very, very familiar. Really good. Enjoyed it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, and I hate that I have to do this, but and it really isn't all good fun. I think you guys know that I really do like Rich, but I just anticipate him not liking this for some reason, and it's just gonna be brutal if he doesn't, because it's just like, what is not to like? Or he's gonna come in and just be like, this is a perfect movie. It's gonna be one of the two.
He prefers the second one, I know that.
Oh, okay. Well, interesting. You know what? I really liked it. I thought you know, I mean, I don't remember there being so many boobies in it, but I'm not complaining. But gosh, there were a lot of boobs.
Right from the start.
Right from the start. Best opening scene ever, maybe, you know. And then we almost saw Danny Glover naked, you know, which was, you know, and his kids definitely saw him naked, which was a little bit weird, you know. I don't know if you guys have your 17-year-old come into the bathroom while you're in the bath, but we don't really do that here in this country.
No.
I know that
I don't have a 17-year-old. I send the 10-year-old away if she tries to come to the bathroom.
That's a big Scandinavian thing, though. Maybe because they like to all take baths together and stuff. You know, it's kind of not as weird over there. But I never. You know what? You know what's funny is I only saw my dad naked like one time ever, and it was in a locker room at the YMCA. He had just played racquetball or whatever. But like my kids saw me naked a bunch, and my sons both still just walk in anytime. I mean, and Emma has gotten to where she doesn't even come around that area of the house, you know, which is good, you know, and I definitely don't see her. But my boys see me naked a lot more than I saw my dad. I wonder if that's, you know, and it's probably haunting. That's probably why they have nightmares. It's just naked Jaret. Running. Oh my God. Wouldn't that be terrible if Everett like had a meeting with the school psychologist and just like, well, what's wrong with you? Well, at night, my daddy chases me around naked in my sleep. It'd just be the worst thing ever. Like, it's like, he's saying that you chase, Mr. Reddick, he's saying that you chase him around naked in his sleep? No, I don't. I mean, no. I mean, I in fact don't even sleep naked anymore, just because you never know when that little dude's gonna come in and jump in bed with me, and he's a cuddler. You gotta cover some stuff up. All right, well, that took a turn. Welcome to woo. All right, so guys, you know the drill. You guys are old pros at this. This is a game called 5 Questions, where we ask you 6 questions and the high score is 7. We do not have Rich and Will here today, so I will do my best to accommodate for that. I did not do any prep though, so we may have some pauses while I Google some things. All right. This is 5 questions. We're talking about the movie Lethal Weapon. In the movie Lethal Weapon, the second person we see naked is who? Who is the second person we see naked? All right, we'll go to Chris Holt first, who looked like he was thinking about it. Chris Holt.
Yeah, I have no idea, so I wrote Danny Glover.
Danny Glover. Okay, let's go to Rawdon James.
I think it's Riggs. Do we see him in the caravan before we see Danny Glover?
So
I can't remember.
I think we see Danny Glover first to establish the thing, and then there's the... but you know what? No, I think you're right. I think... Because in my head, it was Riggs. You know what? Guess what? When I asked the question, I wasn't even considering Danny Glover being naked in the bathtub as one of the things. I was going for Riggs. However, because I did not do the proper research, I'm going to give you both a point on that question. Fantastic. Both of you. Awesome. So Fantastic. It's 1-1 going into question 2. And we've educated the audience on the fact that there's 3 naked people right up front. Now, can you classify Danny Glover as being naked when we only see his nips and the shadow of what's going on down in the thing? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can categorize that as nudity, but we'll carry on from there. Question number 2 is about the movie Lethal Weapon. The movie Lethal Weapon, during the first drug bust, what are the heroin-selling thieves throwing in for free? What are they throwing in for free? Yeah, now it could be cocaine on that deal too, but the bust that Riggs breaks up, what are they throwing in for free? We're going to go to Rawdon James as soon as he's done writing. Let's see.
The Christmas tree, the tallest one they've got.
That's right, and we'll go now to Chris Holt.
I got Christmas tree as
Christmas tree is correct. It's 2-2. Very good. Very, very good. I don't have my canned applause audience members in here, but just so you know, in my head, it sounds thunderous. Question number 3 will also be about the movie Lethal Weapon. In the movie Lethal Weapon, Gary Busey plays Joshua. In a bit of a twist of a question for me, what rock star from Texas that died way too young did Gary Busey play in a movie about the singer's life? So what rock star did Gary Busey play the lead role in that died on an airplane with Richie Valens? I felt like the hint should have given it away. I feel like the hint should have been there. All right, guys, I'm going to have to ask for an answer pretty soon. We'll go to Chris Holt first.
I think it's John Denver.
Okay, I'm going to go to Rawdon James next.
I have no idea.
Sorry, guys, the answer was Buddy Holly. He played Buddy Holly in the story.
God damn it.
Yep, he played.
Do you know, I hedged my bets.
Oh,
so I don't know.
you even put it on there.
I thought, no, that's wrong. There's no way.
Why would you not just call we're making history here at Jaret Goes to the Movies. Never before has this been done. Rawdon James wrote down the correct answer, then said he had no idea, did not get credit for it, and then later on showed us that he had written it down correctly. This is a first.
Oh, no.
This is a first, guys. It is 2-2. Gosh, Rawdon James, I wish I could give that to you, but I'm afraid I'd get kicked off my own show.
I thought that was just wrong. No.
All right, that was too American of a question. I totally get that. So we'll go into question number 4 now. And again, this is about the movie Lethal Weapon here on Jaret Goes to the Movies. We're playing 5 questions with Rawdon James and Chris Holt. Here we go. Question number 4. In the movie Lethal Weapon, what does Riggs offer to the jumper to keep him calm? What does he offer to the jumper? The jumper is up on the roof and Riggs goes up and offers him something to keep him calm. And we'll go to Rawdon James first. What is that?
Cigarette.
And let's go to Chris Holt next.
Cigarette.
Cigarette is correct, guys. It is 3-3. Still struggling with that last question where Rawdon James wrote the correct answer and failed to present it. Now
you're not going to forget that one.
Now we go to question number 5, guys. And again, it is a close game. Question number 5. This question will also deal with the movie Lethal Weapon. In the movie Lethal Weapon, what holiday season is going on during this movie? And we'll go to Chris Holt first. Chris Holt.
Christmas.
Christmas is correct. Rawdon James.
Christmas.
Christmas is correct, guys. 4-4 going into Rich's bonus question. Rich is not here today, so I will have to do my best. All right, this question is going to come from Scott Simons. Here we go. Scott Simons was supposed to be on the show. He's my good friend, and he also is a amazing musician. So we're going to do this question for him. Here we go. Question, the bonus question. Sorry, bonus question. In the movie Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson had to learn several different kinds of martial arts. What do you think his least favorite was? Mel Gibson, what do you think his least favorite was? Was it Taekwondo? Was it Tai Chi? Or was it Jiu-Jitsu? Okay, we'll go to Rawdon James first. Which one did you think?
He doesn't seem like a Tai Chi kind of guy.
Okay, now let's go to Chris Holt.
I probably spelt this wrong, but I put Taekwondo.
You're both wrong. I'm sorry. Because Scott is actually of the Jewish faith, he just assumed that Mel Gibson would have not liked to learn Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Oh.
After saying many comments about that faith once on a traffic stop. So that does come from our good friend Scott Simons, and neither of you guys did get that right. All right, so now we go to Will's super hard question. So I'm going to ask you guys this. Here's a couple of categories for you. And actually, here's the thing. I'm going to have to flip a coin because we've never had this, a tie at this point. And, okay, Rawdon James, is it heads or tails?
Heads.
That is correct. It was heads. I flipped a Miller Lite cup, Miller Lite top, and I just assumed where it says light was the head. All right. So this one will go to you first. If you answer it correctly, Chris will be able to retort, and then we could end with a tie. If you miss this and he gets it right, you will, of course, lose. Our categories for today are science, movies, sex, or early Hungarian cabinet making.
Let's have movies. Why not?
Movies. All right. Movie. In the category of movies here on our Lethal Weapon episode, name 2 movies that Jaret Reddick has had a song in. Name 2 movies that Jaret Reddick has had a song in.
Crossroads, the one with Britney Spears.
Okay.
And Cursed.
Those are both correct. That is right. That is correct. So now, following up, Chris Holt, you will either get to pick the categories of science, sex, or early Hungarian cabinet making.
I'm going to go with science.
Science. That's a very, very good one. This is a scientific question for you. If you were to pick a member of Bowling for Soup that knew the most about science, would you pick A, Jaret, B, Gary, C, Chris, or D, Eric?
I'll probably go for Gary.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. I would have actually accepted Chris or Eric because it would have been a tie there, but those are our science guys, and I'm sorry, but our winner this week is going to be Rawdon James, pulling it out, complete with a full-on crisis kickboxing match in his office while we were doing this with glass breaking, and Chris Holt almost pulled it out. We didn't lose connection one time, and you're even drinking American beer. How is this possible that this could happen?
And I've continued my losing streak.
That's right. Well, let's look for positivity elsewhere. This is just a game.
Hey, I even gave away a right answer.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's right.
I want to give you a chance.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for doing this. I'm glad we can do this early. Seriously, anytime you guys are up and you don't want to stay up till 2 a.m., I totally understand. I'm always happy to do this. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks, Jaret.
And I'm certain I will talk to you both, but if not, I will see you in February.
Yeah, see you then.
See you later.
All right, guys. See y'all later.
See ya.
Bye.
Hands in front of you, face down.
Oh, my leg, man.
Don't move it, sweetheart, or I'll break your arm. Got him. Show me your hands. Let me see them. Right now. I want to see them right now. Put your hands out there. Put your hands out there. Let me see your hands. See how easy that was? Boom, still alive. Now we question him. You know why we question him? Because I got him in the leg. I didn't shoot him full of holes to try to jump off a building with him.
That's no fair. The building guy lived.
No, whatever. The point being, no killing.
No killing, right.
Yeah, right. Piece of cake. Now I'm happy. Just read him his right, and I'll stand over here being happy.
He's got a gun!
The worst.
Yeah.
Reverse triangle. This was the worst perp apprehension ever.
It was a pretty bad one.
It was terrible. Like, everybody was doing everything wrong. Did you see that little, when he grabbed his gun, he made a point to look over at Murtaugh and go, "Nice going, asshole."
Yeah, I mean, I don't guess this is one of my I mean, the guy was definitely not a badass. You know, I think you're right. It definitely, you're probably right on this whole stuntman thing.
Yeah.
You know?
All these were stuntmen.
It's gotta be.
When me and my twin sister were younger, we used to try to throw each other in the pool with the pool cover on that because we were literally trying to murder each other.
You've told us that before, and I believe it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I really want you to die, so I'm going to throw you in there.
With the pool cover on,
Right.
Mr. Riggs, would you like that tart?
Thank you. Yeah, call me Martin.
Martin.
This is Mr. Riggs. Sit down.
Brienne, this is not the first time we've had company.
You can fool me.
My name is Terry. I'm no fairy. My sister's Sherry. She's in love with this guy named
Terry!
Nicholas. Come on. It was for the good. Like chocolate? Yeah, Dad, why don't you try it? You know, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to find a fountain because my name is Roger, and I need to be Roger, and a sequel to Roger, and a hooter hotter hotter.
You need some help.
I am.
This is so bad.
This was bad.
It was really bad.
This was bad beyond being bad.
They definitely had in the script. It said make small talk here, and they didn't say what the small talk was. They just said make some small talk because he was just rambling on about some stupid shit that didn't even make sense.
He was just supposed to be proving that he loved his family, but only enough to protect his one kid that gets kidnapped. But fuck the rest of the family that's at home while all the rest of the drug dealers are running loose.
Yeah.
He'll care about them later.
Don't tell them to go and get safe.
Well, you have to remember that earlier in the movie they bathed together.
I just feel like if one of your kids gets kidnapped by a bunch of crazy drug dealers, you probably just go hey, why don't you guys find somewhere safe to go while the drug dealers are out kidnapping our children?
Mm-hmm.
Also, how long do you think his wife actually thought the you can't cook jokes were funny in their marriage?
Oh, yeah, right?
Well, he was doing it secretly, wasn't he?
No, and to his friend and in front of
okay.
her.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
I don't
probably
know.
not funny.
I didn't really like the fact that Riggs admitted that it was bad. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just, have you ever went over to a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? I mean, the macaroni stinks and the pizza mush and the chicken tastes like wood. You know what I mean? You guys are with me on this, right? I love the little kids playing on the sidewalk and just hey, you gonna bust Dixie? Just oh no, we're just going over there to have some coffee or whatever. Oh, you're gonna bust Dixie? It's is Dixie home? Yeah, she should be home or whatever.
Did you notice the yellow sticker on his gun when he was walking away from the house?
No.
Big yellow prop gun sticker.
No way. Yeah. I did not notice.
It's in his back, the back of his thing, and he walks away, and it's just huge yellow sticker on it.
Oh, and I bet you they have to tag all that every time anyway, I mean, like when it's coming off, and especially I don't know. I mean, stuff happens like that movie The Crow or whatever, where they're
supposed to switch it out for the Ryan Mitchell Media says negative. We don't have to tag the guns as prop, but yes, most are rubber. So I guess he works in that field.
Yeah, I thought that they had to be. I thought the blank guns had to be tagged separately because of just accidents and stuff. Because you can't put a gun that fires blank up to somebody's head.
Right. He says that there is just a safety briefing from the assistant directors before each scene, talking and showing the entire crew the gun in use on the scene. So there's just a big briefing beforehand. And they say, here's the gun. There it is. It's rubber. We're going to be using this gun. Please take this gun. Use it. That kind of thing.
It goes all the way back to the war. I ended up working with a group called Air America, CIA front. They secretly ran the entire war out of Laos. I was with a special unit called Shadow Company. Mercs trained killers. When Charlie was bringing in heroin to finance the VC government, Shadow Company went in, we burned the whole thing down. We killed everybody. A couple of years ago, Shadow Company got together again. The war was over. But we still had our list of sources in Asia.
And?
And we've been bringing it in ever since.
Bringing in what?
Heroin. 2 major shipments a year. It's all run by ex-CIA, soldiers, mercs.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Is that still something to call people?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
One time my mom called my brother a son of a whore, which was hilarious.
You got to tell the best one of those, though. I think you've told it on the podcast, but you got to tell.
Which one? Oh, about the F word we weren't allowed to say?
Yeah.
That was the only F word we weren't allowed to say in our house was fat.
Yeah.
And so my brother would be like, Casey, you're a fat fucking whore. And my mom would go, she is not fat. And I'd be like, or a whore, Mom.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. I'm 12.
Yeah.
I'm So did you see how much this guy fucking loves eggnog?
Ugh, gross.
He had about 6 cartons of warm eggnog just sitting on a cart in his office. Just popped one open, started drinking it.
Yeah.
If you're some like multimillionaire, like already have like some amazing businesses plus like a heroin ring, and you're drinking it like warm eggnog from a carton, like you have to have like a fucked up sex life. You know what I mean? Like if you're that type of guy.
Yeah, because you're obviously farty.
Just warm carton of eggnog.
Well, maybe
like,
it
you have
was
to be into
cold.
some weird shit.
Maybe it got brought in there. You know how
out of a paper carton though? Gross.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just before this scene, he was like, "Bring us in some eggnog," and it's extravagant, so they bring you in way more than.
But that like implies that like he's gonna just drink the rest of that carton of eggnog.
I like 7-Up on ice. What do you think my sex life's like?
Refreshing? I don't know.
Is there a Jamaican black guy that enters in?
It's literally the Uncola in my pants.
Are you cucking out? Is that-
There's a black guy in your pants.
Yeah, his name is Frank.
I should point out that this guy used Air America to ship his drugs. Mel Gibson was in a movie called Air America. I just solved the movie. We can move on now.
I fucking wondered about that.
This is the most anticlimactic solving of a movie that's ever happened. Don't even push the button.
I solved the movie. Cue the music.
I didn't notice the eggnog. I'm gonna be honest.
How could you? It was he was holding it when he got shot, and it spilt everywhere, and then there was a whole cart full of it.
You know they're gonna kill her, don't you?
Yes.
And if you want her back, you're gonna have to take her away from them.
I know.
We do this my way. You shoot to kill. You get as many as you can. All you gotta do is just not miss.
I won't miss.
We're gonna get bloody on this one, Roger.
Are you really crazy? Or are you as good as you say you are?
You're gonna have to trust me. Here we go.
I always watch these things, and then I watch them with you guys, and it's like a completely different thing. Like him just sitting there going, "You know they're gonna kill her, don't you?" And him going, "Yeah, we're gonna have to do this my way." And it's all dark and shit, and just like, why would they be sitting there by the Christmas tree in the dark?
Yeah, turn on a light.
Yeah, go sit around the kitchen table like normal people.
Yeah.
But nobody.
Where do we always do our talking?
Nobody meets in the living room
Table
ever.
talk.
You're always in the kitchen.
Always.
Table talk.
Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get bloody.
We're going to have to get bloody on this one. It's so stupid.
Do we have to get bloody? Can we
can't-
try not to get bloody?
No, I don't want any of that. I don't want that to happen to me.
And it didn't even work. It was just a wasted desert scene. They should have just gone straight to the torture scene, and it would have been a shorter, better paced movie.
100% agree. I think the desert scene was a waste, except for just to set him up as a sharpshooter, and all of that. But
why? Why do we care if he's a sharpshooter? It didn't work.
Okay, but let me ask you this: with the helicopter looming and like setting down on the girl in the car, why didn't she just hit the brakes?
Doesn't car beat helicopter? I mean,
Every single time I have car versus helicopter, car always wins. I have it
Always.
written down right here, and it's on the wrong clip, but it doesn't matter.
if there was a helicopter trying to like get me off the road, I'd run into the helicopter and like make it fucking crash.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Or not do anything. What's he going to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Land on you.
And then he's going to crash.
Yes.
He wants to live. Trust me.
I'd be like, well, okay, you can just keep following me until I get to the freeway. Fuck off.
I'm going to pull off at the gas station. I guess you can meet me there.
It's not even my car. Dent it away.
Yeah, I mean, the whole time, it's the only time I had anxiety because I'm just like,
it's a bad plan.
They're pounding on the sunroof of the car with the helicopter. Plus that thing's just flying too low the whole time.
And she's just going crazy. She's like frantic.
Yeah, slam on the brakes.
Yeah. Drive off a cliff.
Plus, let's be honest about something. There's a dead guy next to her. Maybe she just didn't have her wits about her.
Yeah, I guess she was 16.
If this movie had been released today, she would have climbed out the window, climbed up into the helicopter and beat up all the guys inside the helicopter and then flew away.
And flown it to safety.
That's how they're making movies these days.
After rescuing her father.
But there was definitely
rescuing your father.
Definitely a slow-mo scene where there's a jump, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
As I say, take your hands out of your pockets. Sure thing, pal. It's alive. Let her go now or we all die. Take him. He has a grenade. He's bluffing. He wouldn't risk killing his own daughter. If she's gonna die with me. My way, not yours.
Oh my
God damn it, Roger, get out of the way. Move to your left. Come on.
Put the pin back in. Officer Murtaugh. Don't be foolish. Look at the hardware.
Your left, move to your left.
Okay. That's not how grenades work.
Right. Yeah, they don't
He
kill.
would blow himself up in his car, and
That'd be
everyone
it.
else would be like a little warm in the face.
There'd
maybe.
be like a little shrapnel.
Yeah, just
you know,
shoot him in the arm.
like a
He
fucking-
drops it. Everyone just kind of ducks a little bit.
Yeah.
You'll all be fine.
Right. I've seen television.
Yeah.
All they got to do is lay down with their feet facing them. They're
And
good.
why did you fucking park yourself right behind Murtaugh, knowing that he could be in front of you?
He was in the way.
Yeah, I was like, stupid.
Wait, I mean,
the whole scene's dumb.
What was the point of this scene? Don't they just want him dead?
They wanted, for some reason, like, this is dumb because I wrote this later. I brought it up. But if the CIA has a problem with you in the movies, I don't know how it really works in real life, but if they have a problem, they just kill everybody. They'll just kill you and everybody that you potentially could have talked to and then move about their business. But, you know, it's like they wanted to get him to see if he told anybody about their evil plan. That was the whole point. That's why they brought him to the torture thing.
They can't do anything about it. Why don't they just kill him?
Right.
Just shoot him in the head when he appears.
Roll the dice. Like what? And if he had told or if he didn't told, what are they going to do different?
Exactly.
Just assume that he told and do whatever we were going to do different because he told. Like, yes, I know where the drugs are coming in. Make the drugs come in somewhere else now.
They didn't have cell phones.
So is that what the CIA
See, this
did?
movie couldn't be made if there was cell phones.
No, that's totally true. Did you see the fucking phone he had to carry out onto the bridge to have the conversation about rigs?
That scene drove me crazy because they just pull over on the side of the road with
Right.
traffic. It's like, let's pull over right here.
He's like on a bridge.
On a bridge.
Having a phone conversation.
There's no like parking lane there.
No.
But he's getting too old for this shit.
Right.
But it was a good movie.
It was a good movie
I
for
liked
the
it.
time that
I
it was
liked
made.
it. I really
just
did. I
didn't- it just didn't hold up well.
I think it's fun poking holes in it, but at the same time, I thought it was really good.
I'm pretty sure 2 holds up really well, and this one just doesn't.
I don't know. As a first-time viewer with like no emotional attachment to this movie whatsoever, like I would never watch it again.
Yeah. I don't think you need to. It's been done 40 million other times much better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was one of the ones that started the whole thing, I think.
Yeah.
What's the whole thing?
The whole buddy cop.
48 hours.
Yeah, all that.
48 hours was before this. This is 87.
Well, I'm saying 48 hours is like the first sort of.
Fucking buddy cop movie started in the 60s, like Dragnet, and I mean that's
This
always
one
been
has
a
a
thing.
vibe that.
It's
48
just
hours,
because
I agree.
it's
Maybe
because-
48 hours started it.
It's
but
because it became an action movie or whatever.
I guess so.
No, it's just because of the fist fight in the yard.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I was like, well, this movie's over now.
Yeah, I mean, so you think the television show based upon this is good? Because what did you think about the movie?
The first episode of the television show is one of the worst television shows I've ever seen ever.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Why would you give it another chance?
I don't know. I think I was just like, well, I'll give it one more shot. And then the second one wasn't terrible. And then by the third and fourth one, it was so much fun. It was a very fun action. It's candy. You just eat it up every week. And I'm like looking forward to watching it every week. It's pretty good.
Now, did you ever watch the movie Dragnet?
Yes.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Do y'all like the movies that come out that make the show that really wasn't silly? Like, in other words, so
like Starsky and Hutch.
You can name all of them.
I hate that.
Starsky
No, I
and
didn't
Hutch,
like that.
Dukes of Hazzard,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I didn't watch that movie, but
Chips.
Where they make
Chips.
it like it's this. You're making
don't like
fun
that
of an iconic show or whatever. To me,
Baywatch.
Okay.
Baywatch wasn't a funny show.
No, none of these were that we just said. Like Dukes of Hazzard was quirky, but it wasn't
Schindler's List.
funny. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Shawshank.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, like, and the fact that they just called it Schindler's Recipes, I thought was off color.
I wish I could believe you, but unfortunately, I don't. Now, if you would kindly tell me everything you know, I promise you I'll kill you quick.
I've told you everything I know. Endo? What the fuck is that thing? What is it?
I'll tell you what it is. It's called electric shock treatment.
Well, I guess we're in for a long night because I don't know shit. Let's see. Endo? Son of a bitch.
Hit him again!
Did you see?
Why are they swinging him like it's?
Yeah.
Gary Busey keeps electrocuting himself.
Yeah.
He's touching him at the same time. He's like, ah! Like, how? Why is that a thing in this?
It's weird. It's so weird.
I'm positive they were filming it, and then the Fu Manchu guy just kept touching him at the same time that Gary Busey was trying to swing him.
They're referred to as Asian people.
Oh.
And he has a very American accent. I bet you he's like second generation.
Yeah, but he does have a Fu Manchu mustache, and that's what I was referring to.
That guy's in a bunch of movies too.
Oh, he's in.
We've talked about him before.
Magnum PI every other episode.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, Big
I thought the swinging him was, but I do remember seeing this and being like, man, that's fucking crazy. I mean, like almost like the torture scenes in Rambo, you know, where it's just like, Jesus
No, those were
Christ,
better.
this is fucking crazy. But I just thought like announcing to him like, this is called electric shock treatment. It's just like, well, I can see
that guy would even have time for that shit.
Yeah, well,
you know?
I'm just like, I can see that you have a fucking battery there and jumper cables. I'm aware that you're going to shock the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what kind of treatment this is, but I'm pretty sure I don't come out of this better.
That's very true.
There's no way that could be a thing.
Hey, I have a serious question for you, though.
Okay, go.
What did one shepherd say to the other shepherd?
We got to get the flock out of here.
Yeah. Why the fuck would you make that not even a good joke?
Oh, after the thing.
In the middle of them about to be in a gunfight.
Yeah.
Like he goes out of his way to make this joke.
I
it
thought
was so awkward.
I thought
It was
exactly
so
the same.
awkward.
I
Yeah.
thought, I mean, again, shit.
And the gunfight leaving the club was completely ridiculous.
That was stupid. Just walking in there and starting shooting people or whatever. Like, why does everybody assume that we're just going to shoot people now? Like, you guys don't even know what was happening back there. I thought exactly the same. Just a guy comes up, hey, whoa. Because you got to fill out a couple of forms for every one of those fuckers you shoot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't remember that one. No,
hey, where's the bathroom?
It's the guy. Yeah.
That was his next.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Like, there's no security cameras to
Hey,
be
are
like,
you guys okay?
This is the one where you shoved the girl out of the way and shot the guy in the chest, and then kicked him in the face, and then just shot 3 other dudes
This is
that you
your
thought
paperwork.
had guns. Yeah.
Oh, they're pointing out that he was barefoot in the scene where he's getting tortured.
Yeah.
But then when he's running down the street, he's wearing basically K-Swiss.
No, he's
sneakers.
barefooted there too.
No, he's wearing K-Swiss white shoes. Because I made a point of it because he wears boots everywhere else, and then I noticed these white shoes glowing down the street, and I'm thinking, okay, so he knows when he's gonna run, so he wears K-Swiss that
I thought
day.
he was barefooted the whole time.
He was
Maybe he
wearing
stole
K-Swiss.
some shoes off a dead dude.
Oh, could have done that.
It's just cut on the cutting room
Yeah,
floor.
chat room.
Well, you got to be careful about that because K-Swiss don't always fit to size.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they run about a half size too small.
He did
I'd have to check with 7th grade me. But I'm pretty sure that was what the deal was.
Sergeant Riggs
of our men.
It doesn't work that way.
Come on, get him, kid. He's yours. Yeah. Come on, get up. Come on, Riggs. Break his neck. Come on.
Now, here's the problem.
Hey, Jaret.
Yeah.
If I'm ever in a fight and I'm really angry and I say, don't you dare break up this fight,
Right.
and I start fighting, you better fucking break the fight.
I'm 100% breaking it up.
I absolutely want you to break
I'm
the fight up.
100% breaking it
Yes,
up.
thank you.
And here's the other thing. 4 years later, the fucking Rodney King thing would happen. All of these cops are just going to stand around and watch these two guys fight. Here, the worst thing that could happen is the cop wins. You know what I mean? Because if the cop wins, you're all fucked. What did you guys do? Well, the guy said it was his responsibility. Yeah, but aren't you an officer of the law? You're supposed to go take care of this or whatever. Yeah, I mean, no.
Yeah.
You can't. That's not supposed to. None of this.
Terrible. I take full responsibility. No cop. Oh, you're going to. Oh, so
Yeah,
we
you're
can
gonna-
just let.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
gonna
it's
take,
fine, guys.
okay.
He's 50.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's going to take
He's too old
responsibility.
for
He had a
this shit.
birthday.
He's too old for this
Birthday was yesterday. Yeah,
And it went on for way too long.
That's I mean, I think it was supposed to, because again, like when
Well, they
was
had the Gracies out there. They had to get in all the moves.
when did we decide what year was hold on,
It
what was,
wasn't even a good fight.
no, what was the movie,
Roadhouse.
what when was that?
They had better fight scenes for real.
Because that was real. We had the guy on the
that's
show.
right. It was real.
Yeah.
I was close in time, right?
When was that?
I think it was after.
So I think that's what they're trying to do here. Is like they're trying to establish like these crazy fight scenes. And I do remember like
it wasn't that good though. I just didn't think it was that good of a fight scene. There was some weird pushing and like I don't know. It was awkward.
I don't know.
I did get excited when I saw the what did he try first? He tried the armbar first, and it was sloppy. He didn't even get close to getting the armbar, and then he got the triangle, and that's what did it. The triangle.
But that's the thing, though. When he got that armbar, and I actually know enough about this now from hanging out with you, is nobody would have known what that was. Like if that could have won the fight.
Yeah.
Because again, the guy could have literally not done anything, and he broken his arm.
Right.
But had that happened in 1987, nobody would have even known what that was.
Right.
Yeah.
They would have went, how did he break his arm?
It was
That's
pretty
not possible.
pretty advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool, but a lot of it was just not good.
Yeah, you didn't like that part. All right, well then let's finish it up.
If you think I'm gonna eat the world's lousiest Christmas turkey by myself, you're crazy.
I'll tell you a little secret.
What?
I'm not crazy.
I know.
Oh, good. Let's eat. Hey, you know something? Well, I think your daughter kind of likes me.
If you touch her, I'll kill you.
You'll try. Hey, you mind if I bring a friend?
Of course you bring a friend.
Hey.
This fucking dog was in the car the whole time? That's dog abuse.
He goes, "You'll try." His ox, and then also he faked that whistle. He went and just like whistled with his fingers up.
Yeah, and he left his car door open.
No,
I can do that too.
Yeah,
they're cops. It's fine.
Too old for this shit. I'm getting too old for this shit, Riggs. Well, guys,
I forgot to do thanks for sharing. Shit.
That's fine. This has been Lethal Weapon. It's been a good time, right?
Yeah. But thanks for sharing.
Yeah, anybody who shares our posts, thank you so very much for sharing them. Don't
I'll get you
forget,
next time.
if you want to support the show, everything you give goes right back into the show. And, I mean, man, I feel like we're coming along really well. If you're just a audio listener, please subscribe. If you're a video watcher, why not share with a friend? You know? I mean, what else are you going to do on a whatever night this comes out? You know? You don't know. You don't care.
You don't care.
It's fine. Well, a couple of business items here.
Let's check the Facebook page.
Sean Cullen writes, "Hey everyone, just want to let y'all know the podcast has really hit a stride lately with all the new tech and the consistently hilarious material. I love that between both the regular show and the outtakes, I always have at least 3 hours of you guys to listen to each week. I also love that you worked my favorite quote for the podcast into each show after I last wrote you about it. It really shows how awesome you guys are at interacting with your fans and how just one message can make an effect on the show. He's talking about this is the game of 5 questions where we ask you 6 questions and the high score is 7.
Got it.
So after he mentioned that, I had noted that too when you said that. I thought it was hilarious. So when he said it, that's when I said, okay, let's say this every time.
Got it. Yeah, thank you.
Final thing that I wanted to share is something stupid I do that makes me laugh, and hopefully it'll make you laugh too. Whenever Jaret does his dog talk character, I always like to imagine that the character is so passionate about dogs that he went to college and studied animal science, graduating at the top of his class, but he chooses to take all that knowledge and just talk about fucking dogs. Keep killing it. Love Sean.
That's right. Yeah. I'm fucking I graduated cum laude from fucking some college you guys never fucking heard of over in California. And but I like to talk about dogs. Welcome to Dog Talk. I'm Jam Master Ray. And that's it. That's all I got for that one.
Andy Bartleson writes, Andy Bartleson writes, firstly, as a former moped and Mohawk helmet owner, I can assure you that it is quite a blast traipsing around town turning heads. You're laughing, they're laughing. I highly recommend it.
Jared, do you remember that you're splitting the cost of a moped with Rich?
Yeah, I do remember. We're fucking getting one.
I feel like we should just buy 2 now, and then we should ride together.
Yeah.
Holding
we can
pinkies.
still ride together. I read online it's pleather.
Secondly, I thoroughly enjoyed the Ben Stiller story. Now, can we please hear the tale of how and why Troy Aikman is an asshole?
Oh, dude, I thought we had told that before.
I think I cut you off.
I got
on
a
that
few
one,
of
too.
those. You want me to tell it now?
Sure, yeah.
Well, it's the big one is I was doing a charity show for him, and it was Coach Avezzano, his son's bar. That Coach Avezzano used to be the special teams coach of the Cowboys. They're a really long time, super beloved guy. His son Tony is a really good friend of mine now, but had a bar called Hat Tricks in Louisville, and they would do this Troy Aikman charity show every single year. Well, I was asked to do it, and the first year, me and Casey walk in. I'm new to the whole thing, and I'm going to be honest. I don't give 2 shits, like whatever. But Casey loves the Cowboys. She likes Troy Aikman, and I was just like, "Hey, dude, is it cool? Like, can we just meet him or whatever and take a photo?" And he goes up, and Tony does. He goes, "Hey, all right, let's go do this or whatever." And we go up to take the photo, and he could not have been less excited to see literally a fucking, a porcupine with a machine gun. It just sucked.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Hey, man, hey, I'm Jaret. I'm playing your show tonight helping you raise money
on your request."
And dude, I actually mentioned you in like 3 songs, and one of them is kind of a hit. And he goes, "Oh, really?" And puts his arm around Casey and looks the other way to take the fucking photo.
No, we didn't even take a picture. He didn't even do that.
Did we not even get that?
No, he just like reached his arm back to do like a handshake without even like eye contact. And
That's what it was.
Pretty
And then
much
she was just like, "Never mind," and like pushes me away. That's right. I totally forgot.
What a dick.
Man, and I don't know. I hated it because it was like,
yeah, I don't like to bother people, but I figure just considering that type of
that
event
environment
and where he was sitting and stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, just walk up and say like, "Hey, nice to see you."
He had his own table. He had security all around it. Nobody could bug him. We were walked up there. And again, I was headlining this fucking thing. Like, people were donating a lot of money to come there and watch me, do whatever the fuck I do. And that was all going to his charity. He was going to get credit for that shit. You'd think he'd be like, "Dude, thank you so very much for coming." He could not fucking care less.
You won't do it again.
I did it the next year. I did.
Well, I guess it's working.
And we went in, and I go, Hey,
remember last year?
Well, I got up on stage that year, and I go, I'm going to see if anybody gets this joke. I got up on stage, and I was just like, "Hey, it's good to be back here for the 2nd year in a row. I noticed that Troy left right before I came in. Somebody call Lori Morgan and tell her it's fine to come on in." The reason that's funny is because they were together for the country singer or whatever, like together a really long time. And the whole audience just goes, "Ooh."
So you didn't get asked back this year?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just kidding.
No, I could do that anytime I want, but it's, anyway, it's a good cause. I'm glad that he's the philanthropist. That's a fucking hard word to say.
The guy heading that up.
I'm glad he's a philanthropist. But even Dwayne Johnson was there that year. Actually, the second year was awesome. Dwayne Johnson was there. He was also a cockface. But
The Rock was a cockface?
No, not Dwayne Johnson. Wait, is that
that's The Rock.
Daryl Johnson.
Oh.
Daryl Johnson.
I know. I was
sorry.
like, why the fuck was Dwayne
No,
Johnson
Dwayne Johnson, I'm sure, is great. But there was like a couple other cowboys there, and I introduced one of them to Casey, and he was just like, "Hey, you want to wear my Super Bowl ring?" And she got to wear a Super Bowl ring, and it was.
Did that happen?
Yeah, we have photos of it.
It was like something she'll never forget.
Yeah, you were. It's oh
She
my
was
god,
hammered.
we made quite a memory that night. I don't know if you're paying attention, but no. And anyway, so, but yes, Troy Aikman's a
I don't even know
dick.
if I knew there was a guy from the Cowboys. I thought it was just like some drunk guy with a big old ring.
And here's the other thing, and this is the
dude. Nice.
Benefit of the doubt guy.
I did not walk away from that as benefit of the doubt guy. I walked away from that going, that guy's a fucking dick.
I was going to bring that up. I was going to, you're not going to benefit the doubt. He had a bad day.
I didn't. No. And because my head went around all of it. Again, even he was having a bad day, I was literally there for him.
Yeah.
I was only asking for him to just meet my wife.
Yep.
I didn't even want a picture with him. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I didn't even want a picture with him.
Is that what it was? We just wanted to meet him.
Yeah, just to go up and say hi. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Dickhead.
I don't know. And I just feel like he doesn't owe anybody anything. It's not, if I saw him at fucking Olive Garden, I wouldn't fucking bother him. But
Of course
I'm at his
not.
fucking charity thing. What are you going to do?
All right. Annie Alleman writes, please tell Jaret I am still singing Rich didn't like The Last Jedi at all. Because she heard it on the outtakes.
Right. I'm glad we figured out what that was, by the way.
Yeah. So she says, fun anecdote, because we're doing School of Rock next week.
Yeah.
20 years ago, she says, I walked into a music store to take bass guitar lessons. My teacher had nice arms and a shy smile and asked me out on a date. We've been married almost 19 years and have 3 kids and a mortgage. And I
Holy
get my
crap.
bass lessons for free now.
Nice.
Is that what she calls sex?
Yeah. Well, actually,
It is all about that bass.
that's where I was going.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, mine was
My
going to be a
bad.
little bit more elaborate, but
Yeah.
that's totally fine. Oh, that's amazing. Tonight's musical contributions could never be beat. I mean, I'm so glad that Rich redid my song. And
Did you ever think there'd be a parody of the Phineas and Ferb song?
that's the funniest shit ever.
it is amazing. Yeah, you did a fucking great job, Rich.
Thanks.
Seriously. And if you guys missed that, well, then you should just rewind because you should have been listening. While
People
we
don't
did that.
rewind anymore.
Oh, that's right.
I'll release it on Friday with everything else.
Ladies and gentlemen, go listen to our audio, watch our video, suggest movies, and buy merch at Jaret Goes to the Movies. Don't forget, if you're a Patreon supporter, you get 20% off of all merch all the time.
Even I don't get that.
Yeah, that's right. Will pays full price.
That's true.
And so go do that. I mean, we're adding merch all the time. And also just don't be an asshole. Like I support 10 shows. If I support 10, you guys can support 1.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, stop it. Just stop it. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. We have an awesome special guest coming in, motocross superstar. Be doing School of Rock next week.
Yep.
For Rich, for Casey, for Will, for Silent Sean 316. My name is Jaret, and we will see you down the road.
I like you more than a friend.
But most of all, we'll see you down the road.